Hi. Hi. Welcome back, my most ethical. Actually, welcome back, my divine panel, and just love and light to divinely intervene as needed for my highest good. I want to know what it is that I need to know at this time. So that's what we're going to answer. We're not gonna run over an hour because I don't have that time. At least for now. Okie dokie. So as a prefix, I got a couple of cards upon shuffling. They landed in deck, still within hands. And that's already when I formulated the question. Usually when I'm shuffling the cards to prep, I don't have the question formulated just yet. So, or like I'm not really thinking about it. But yeah, so these two cards came out. It wasn't like one facing the other like it usually does, but one over the other. So I thought this was the Sun card just looking at all the yellow, but it's the Stars card in reverse, and then right behind it is the Two of Cups. It looks like a wish came true, kind of. Yeah, you know, like a falling star or shooting star, not a falling star, a shooting star. And so you make a wish on it, and it landed on the Two of Cups. So I don't want to like make things out to be more than what they are, but based on the energetic, every time I ask my divine panel, especially Archangel Michael, they will tell me that this one's a definitely good, legit one. There are some things that are being taken care of behind the scenes, some gears in motions. I'm not gonna get into the whole TMZ of things, or any of that content, because that's, you know, as long as it's being handled, it's being handled. And you know, not everything that, you know, the gears in motion, we don't need to know all of the details. We just need to focus on the things that we need to focus on. So that's what's happening there. So basically, from what I understand, as far as the proximity and the celebratory matters of this connection, only he and I know. You know, and it's going back, you know, the other opportunities that I've had, I'm sure that there were other opportunities too, but the ones that basically came to door or came to plate or whatnot, I did also ask, I pulled cards on, not to dive into the specifics of their own lives. It's just like, do you approve or do you not? And that's something that I failed to mention on the previous. And everything is meant to happen just as it is within the crossing of paths. However, that's not meant for me to absolutely engage in. So I was told absolutely one of them absolutely not on multiple occasions. For one particular person that I had met, like in real life, stumbled upon, I would have to say. And it doesn't mean that these people, like when I get, they're not disapprovals, but they're definitely not approvals. They are declines. Yeah, that's the best way to say it. It's not to say that these people are rejects, but these are people that are not suitable for my just for my life at all. So I respect that. I never ever go against it. And again, this is still all fairly new to me, but what's so crazy mind-boggling for me is that this person that I've never ever met before or even conversed with, I keep getting like, it's a go, it's a good, you know, like it's approved. Not even like wavering answers to it. So it's just reassuring when I am able to be receptive to energetics and also reciprocate as well, and have that verified by my divine panel, especially Archangel Michael, on multiple occasions. So definitely, that's what I'm saying about that. So I think, you know, like, you have to be very cautious when you're at a certain manifestation level and during certain windows of opportunity to engage and interact. Even just on an energetic level, especially. People can do distance Reiki, so, like, you know what I mean? It's potent more than you actually think it is, when more than one realizes it to be. So, what was I going to say about that? Okay, so since it's kind of new in this level, especially, although there's caution to be careful with what you think, what you say to yourself, what you speak on a particular energetic or whatever, there's some leniency, there's a learning curve, there's definitely an allowance, being that we're, well, at least I'm new to that. And so there's leeway on that. So we're not particularly cursing or damning, setting something into damnation. You know, we're not reducing or eliminating, nor I don't even think delaying the opportunity to unfold as it is meant to. Yeah, definitely. So anyway, okay, so the cards that were pulled here for me especially, and I shall claim this reading obviously if I got that prefix, is the Three of Pentacles in reverse and on the right side, and then the left side I have Justice card also in reverse. So obviously some kind of opportunity, partnership, learning. This is usually centered around jobs or schooling or some kind of, you know, a new engagement to build, to co-create, etc. Coming up. And this is quite magical, facing, that's on the doing side. It's conjuring. It's and then on the left side, especially on the receptive side, is justice coming up, coming right up, you know. Definitely. I mean, these are very positive cards. Whereas I was, you know, in previous months, I received the Three of Pentacles in reversal as instead of something, just the focus of something coming up or being like magical type of energy, in the dissolution, like the disintegration, you know, pixie type of energy. It was more of like breakup, dissolution, and yeah, so this is very, very good. Some things that I need to know right now. Okay, so 311 is a 311 is an angel number for me. And then the prefix, do we have an angel number on that? 172. Okay. So there's that. Let's put this in the front. Okay. So, let's see here. Some things I need to know right now. Okay, I have to grab that. I have to reach. Okay. Come on, little teapot. Ah, got it. Okay. Oh, 5 of Cups. I had to reach over. Goodbye. Someone is distraught over a goodbye. It looks like something's written on a piece of paper that's crumpled up. I don't know, that one part looks like either a pad of paper or like a pack of cigarettes. I don't know why. What the heck? You see what she's holding? Like that looks like, you see what I'm talking about? There's a crumpled piece of paper right there. What's this goodbye about? I mean, okay, if we're looking at the 5 of Cups, and we're looking at grails like, massively divine information, like, what is it? When you scarf down information, kind of, like bottoms up, that's kind of like, with data. So there's 3, this is the, depiction of 5 of Cups in books. And this is interesting because when we talked about dissolution, like goodbye type of energy, okay, now I understand what they're talking about. I understand a little bit more. So a revisitation of saying something, saying goodbye to something, like there has to be a tear down and a clearing before a complete erection needs to come through. So something about that. I'm just reading the cards, okay? But definitely that's what this is here. And there's magic in the 2 of Cups that remain, and that's driving back to here. Like we can't look at quantity, we can't look at judge based on, you know, like when you're weighing out pros and cons, you can't like it would just be very surface level and very kind of, we would be overlooking the substance of what is offered in a goodbye when you're looking at, like when we talked about numbers for solid numbers versus percentages and ratios. Even when reducing it down to single digit numbers, it still proves true in this instance, because if you're doing a short list of like pros and cons and you're like, oh, well, there's, you know, 3 here and there's 2 over here, it's where you're overlooking the value of what these 2 bring versus the 3 in quantity. You know what I mean? Like, so there's some kind of measurement there. And so I think someone is having a hard time with that. I don't know. That's on my inbox side, and it was at the, and I don't know. It's in this folder with my late taxes, or, you know, it's not really late. Extension. Yeah, it's an extension. So they're with my taxes, and all I have to do is just like look over and mail them, and it's not a big deal. But I don't understand, why would that, it would hit, what? What the heck? Because like 5 of Cups doesn't always, like, there's got to be mean something more than that. I think it's just really about cutting your losses, and just, I don't know, like I didn't experience the grief in this. This is old to me, so why would it be on the inbox? You know, when I had to lean over on right here on this like shelf unit that I have, I had to, in order to reach for it, I had to gain support in order to get it without like falling over. So, I think maybe I would feel like that if that was one extra thing that I had to do on my own. But because I had this support, I didn't, like, that saved me that energy of having to do something, you know, kind of unfamiliar. Like, yeah, I think that's what it is. And I don't understand. Like, there's not much that I have to say goodbye to anymore. And I think that's Hecate right there, like a statue of her. Or some kind of Nordic witch deity. I feel like it. I think this is someone else's energy, because, like, I'm closing. Okay. So, if like attracts like, and is coming up with this energy here. So, come on. There we go. With this energy, it doesn't mean that, like, that means, like, okay, you're pretty much on the same level. But it doesn't have to be absolutely synchronous. Like, one could come in maybe right ahead of the other, something like that. That's what I feel like, because I've already gone through a lot of that. And yeah, so I think I just need to tidy up my place. I need to I think maybe the only anguish that I don't know if it's anguish, but complexities, like frustration, maybe a little bit. I don't even know if frustration is the word for this, but for me is to, like, start my new career path, you know. I saw something on my email for a temp job, and it was paying well for the particular role, but I'm well versed in that role. I've done every single thing on a norm, on that task list, those responsibilities. I've done it all, and it's like a temp to perm type of thing. And there was this thing in me where I was like, I have a feeling it's at this place where I know somebody, that's somebody that I said goodbye to, you know, and or one of the people that I said goodbye to, right? And I was like, let's just go with it, you know. They didn't list the company name, whatever, you know. It's just a feeling. And when I reached out to the recruiter, they're like, oh, it's for this and this company. I was like, motherfucker. I thought, okay, so maybe I could bypass this, you know. I could bypass this. I could, you know, change my, even though I'm legally divorced and single, maybe I could just, like, I haven't changed my name yet. And so maybe I could just change it back to my maiden name just on the resume. It's fine. It's fine. I could do this. I could use some money, and I'll cross that bridge if it comes to it. But I'm like, dude, what kind of games are you playing with this? You know that even if you get past that stage, like, if you don't change your name, everybody's gonna know who you are. Everybody's gonna know who you are, and you're not gonna make it to the next round, okay? Because, you know, just blah 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 blah. And so, if you change your name, what then? What are you gonna do then? What are you gonna do? And I was like, I don't need to put myself in those situations. I don't need to. So it's kind of like it. What did it pay? it pays approximately 1.5 times, if not more, than what I last got paid. And it's like, I'm sure there'll be other opportunities. I can't just think like, oh, that's all that you're going to get, Tina. You might as well just go with it. I mean, my previous life has been like that, and it's never amounted to anything more. It never gave me more respect or a higher title or a higher pay than the standard. And even that was below standard. And so I think there was only one job that paid, that was that I don't know if upon initiation paid me well for what I was doing, until I found out like all the things that happened there. And that was definitely considered a shortage, and they know it. They know it. But anyway, let's get back to the here and now. I couldn't respond back to the recruiter because I already know the fate of it. I know what, it's not like really what I'm up against. It's just like, Tina, you would be ignoring all of the messages coming through. It, like you would be denying yourself of other opportunities, and this would be a time waster engaging in it. You know, like, save your energy for something more worthy. So it's kind of that inner battle of knowing that you have a separate life now, and which means that you have your own opportunities, which means that you have your own world, your own life, and you don't need to mix pools. Like you work this hard in creating that separation, that energetic, like, yeah, you worked really hard in getting yourself to this particular place. So let's get a clarifier on that. Hi. On the 5 of Cups. Okay. Yeah, look. Okay, so it paid like 1.5 times more than this. You know, like, I'm just telling you. I had to say goodbye to the 3 books. Page of Cups in reverse. So yeah, it's knowing that you love yourself more. Yeah, definitely looking at yourself, like being very, very real about the choices that you're making, not just the choices, and in reflection of the choices that you've made. So this is accurate. Because I don't really feel like I felt like this. Like I said, I think everything happens in synchronous timing. Like with the taxes, I told you, if I had to deal with that shit, that would be, yeah, that honk, that would be a way into my energy. And so getting this opportunity would have been like a reward for me, like a sense of relief. But saying goodbye to it would have been more compounded on the energy, and likely I would have felt more like that. But because I had that singular support, it made all the difference for me to really focus on what's real. All right, so let's cover that card. Yep. Okay, what is it that I need to know right now? Okay, energetically, blessings be to my helper. The World card in reverse. This is finding that closure. navigation, you see, to closure. It's nearing the end. So, okay. Clarifier for that, my divine panel. Queen of Swords. I think I'm being assessed. To that point. Like, I don't know how or what I'm being assessed by. But it looks like it's definitely for something. Someone that's been put in a similar position. It is a divine feminine energy. I don't know. There's something weird. Like, either that, or it's me being real with my, like, eager, wild child self. You see? So, this is fair-haired. She has lemonade there, so she knows, like, what to do when she's, you know, given lemons. Fair-haired, fair complexion, etc. So it's being fair with the younger self, with a wild child, redhead, kind of, like, eager. Okay. All right. Anything else that I need to know right now? 7 of Cups. So this is really thinking about, dreaming about possibilities. This is more of self here. Because look at the blonde lady here, the haircut, everything transfers over to this, you see? So, and then the 3 books at her elbow. There's also other books strewn about, but there's definitely 7 cups here, right? 3, 4, 6, 7. Yeah, there's 7 cups here, but she's holding the 8th one. It's not the same though. So here it's important to, like, it's natural to dream about the possibilities, like, do not fear that. But it's also important to, because 8 of Cups is leaving all the noise. So it's equally, if not more important, to get out of your head, so that it's not just like sitting, you're not a sitting duck. Because you could be all these other things, right? Okay. Yeah, definitely to get out of your head, because after you do that checklist, checkpoint thing, in achieving closure, getting to that point, it's like kind of like lava, you know, or like hot potato, but lava. So you can make your way through. You're like, you're not going to die if you touch the floor, Tina. It's more of like with those thoughts that are like sticky hot. It's kind of like hot sand, basically. You can move through it quick. Okay, so you just don't get stagnant there, because that's where you get really burned. And I think some people will take that literally, like if there's any opposition, they'll try to get you stuck in that energy. And you know, the divine has its way of expressing other solutions, other windows of opportunity. So it looks like, oh, you know, the opposition like won, like, oh, my plans are coming through. When it's not. It's kind of like a switcheroo in that holding tank, where it's like the divine is like, you're moted, you know. So, you know, when they think like their plans came through, it's more of like that puts them stagnant, because that's temporary being temporarily satiated in vain. So even when they're devising plans, or even wallowing in the supposed results of it, it's still like one end of the tank to the other corner of the tank, you know, that's just sitting there. Like boxed in intuition is what they're telling me. So, okay, anything else that you want to tell me? King of Swords in reverse, King of Wands in reverse. Right behind that, the Magician, upright. Ooh, this is weird. Okay. Queen of Pentacles. Okay, what fell down here? Okay. Five of Pentacles inverted. There's something. Yeah. Okay. Oh, yeah. So deep down, I know exactly where to go, what to do, because there's a lot of love that I have. And, like, I'm never alone when it comes to this kind of energy. This is a lover of all sentience. So this is equally a lover of, like, in a divine masculine form. Like, this is kind of like kin, friend energy. Like they're, like walking through, it's kind of like an orientation, or walk and talk energy. Like, okay, this is where we plan to go with this, and then it's kind of like that type of, like a walkthrough. That's what it is, a walkthrough. And yeah, so it's like getting your bearings. There's a new energy here, but the part where that kind of alarmed me is getting the King of Swords in reverse and the King of Wands in reverse. That's okay, in the most positive sense, I have Archangel Michael and Thoth here, assisting me undercover, and kind of gatekeeping anyone coming on the inbox side, any energetics that are coming through that are meaning to cause fear, lack mentality, that kind of mindset. And so while I know this because the implication of this, you know, gatekeeping, like face to anybody's coming in, is a mirror of what they intended for me. So that's the most positive divine sense that I know is to the highest standing. The other part of it is that the implication on the polarity is that there are players as well as absolute, like, what do you call it? They will lie through their teeth. They will lie up until like their deathbed to get their way. It's like my way or the highway type of energy, down to the very literal sense, where if they're on their, they'll take those lies to the death kind of energy. And so this is kind of like mind control, mass manipulation energy. This is cutthroat lying whatsoever. Like it's ruthless energy. This is in the business world, and this is on like the like druid Wiccan type of energy. King of Wands in reverse. This is this one's networked. This is yeah, that's what they wanted me to say on that, because these are the most combative energies when you're looking at sticks and swords, like blades, you know. So yeah, that's what I should know right now. Yeah, because right there. So I know this to be like it's more true in the highest standing because right behind the King of Wands in reverse was me as magician. So I know I'm very well protected, like like the stone unturned kind of energy. Secret passage. This is like Akashic entry. Guarded by Thoth. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. All right. Awesome. All right. Anything else that I need to know? It's been about 30 minutes, 35 minutes. Okay. Anything else that I need to know right now? I didn't think I was going to be able to fit into this shirt. I just slightly modified it a bit. There's a few shirts that I redid, but like seriously, since I gained weight, like I don't, dude, when I look at that slim thing, I'm just like, I don't know if I can get through it. And this one I was able to. It's like, I think I made it, just like slight adjustments with certain ones, and this one was one of them. Anything else that I need to know right now? What's facing the Seven of Pentacles in reverse is 2 of Wands in reverse and 10 of Wands upright. So something's coming in. Yeah, something's coming in for sure. Like, this is not just like, they'll drop, excuse me, they'll drop when they're ready, or a trickle effect, or you know, you put your coin in the gumball machine and it's like an expectation for the fall. And so this is something that's like, what is it? I don't know. It's like, it's in queue. Like the carousel of slideshow material, like, you know it's coming up next. And yeah, this is like a complete refresher. Knight of Pentacles, definitely it's delivered. What the frick? This is crazy. Because I owned it. That's insane. 4 of Pentacles. Yeah, I'm definitely coming through. This is a complete refresher. Like, this is definitely a windfall energy if you see the refresher right there. Like, this is, yeah, definitely. So there's something to size up over here. There's still a TBD. But like, okay, 12 wands versus 8. So there's communication, but to be objective with it. Okay, because you're looking at 8 of wands, or you're looking at 12, which is major arcana, the hanged man. So be objective to what's being communicated. There's the TBD here, and 10 of wands here is a huge role of responsibility. This is business type of stuff. Like, she just went grocery shopping after a long day of work, and she's on the phone. She got a call and she's trying to get her keys into the door. It's night, obviously, so this is like a in combination a 12 to 14 hour shift. This is a lot of magic in play and manageable for sure. So like, all hands are like, it's being very involved. And what do we say about this? Yeah, something's coming in. It is an opportunity, and it is career focused. It's but again, this is like so crazy to me that they're telling me it will be communicated to me, but whatever's communicated, be objective to it. So I think the importance of that really is to make sure that, like, I'm not super gung-ho about it. Like, don't be, okay, what's being, like, you own it and you hold the absolute truth. But also, not to be too eager to sign. I think that's what it is. Like, when being objective, it's partially like that final checkpoint to determine your worth at that point, the worth of investments, not just your total worth, but it's just like really what's worth your investments versus doing it like independently. Oh, something just dropped off the top and it bridged just like the High Priestess here. Yeah, the Hermit. So this is what, when you're looking at the value of exchange, it has to include your ability to retreat, to self-care. So we're not just talking about vacation time, we're talking about more than just the standard. If you work at a certain level, why should you be provided with just the incentives of like the norm? You know what I mean? Definitely. Like, you must really enjoy, you have to enjoy your life. It's required. And even the solitude of it, especially the solitude of it. Yeah. So once you get your keys in the door, Tina, that's the last call that you're going to take, basically. Because after, like, you, that's like the threshold. That's where you gatekeep. This is my home. This is where I get to rest and do as I please. I deserve that. So that's definitely like having a curfew to like a cap on hours of how you invest. And it's not like, how do I say it? It's not like tit for tat type of energy on the exchange. It's more like you need to create the discipline of like, make sure that you're creating the discipline of what you're of like, just like, what do you call it, like standing your ground on your value. Like, I only get to live this life once. I don't get to have my time back. So part of that ratio belongs to me and only me. So it's definitely, that's what they're showing me here. So we have 10, is that 9? 109 as a angel number to that, being the 10 and the 9 there. Yeah, so and basically when you're creating or amending or certain terms and conditions, any type of agreements, from what they're showing me, because this is upright, you're gonna sign either way is what they're saying, because what you're instilling is not unreasonable. That's what they're showing me. It's like you got a point there, definitely. Yeah. That's interesting. Yeah. 4 of Swords next. So with the 4 and the 5, this is kind of like relax. You get to think about the next steps ahead now, because you have the advantage, the 4 plus the 5th sword here, which is a major, like, this is Archangel Michael's sword, the upgrade that we talked about. Yeah, so this is correct. What was I gonna say about it? Yeah, so this is not just an advantage to myself, but with whatever partnership or sign on this is, it's a huge advantage for them also to comply with what I just stated here, because now I can focus on the next steps rather than thinking like, oh, was I cheated? Was I, you know, having to second guess that. So definitely. Yeah. So the next steps will come around. I need to see what this thing is here to drop into there. 8 of Cups. So yeah, definitely. So just as I said, 8 of Cups, it's canceling out the noise and really focusing on like the next steps ahead, which will create balance. Yeah, there's that, the King of Cups, Judgment, and the Hierophant, now all in upright. So before it was in reversal prior to the 4 of Swords. So that's definitely what's basically going to transpire. If somebody's going to cut me short, cut me loose, or not cut me loose, but give me anything less than what I deserve, there will be hesitancy in, like, a delay, basically, in balancing things out as they should. That's why the 4 of Swords was there. Yeah, that's crazy. Okay, I think that's it for now. I gotta go on this one. So, okay, last part, bottom of the deck is 5 of Wands. Transformation. Lover's card in reverse. Pentacles. People are, human nature is seriously like, something about the 21st. 21 is also the World card. So this is, you know, end, closure. This is about empowering the use of no, especially when faced with opposition, because a lot of that, if not all of those times, will be legit interfacing with people who have personal problems of their own that they're bringing to the table. Some of it are calling it political, and I'm not going to get into the TMZ version of this, but it's definitely what you see in, like, it's office politics, yeah. So they're saying that I was born to say no. So I was born in June, and then there's 21, like, circled there. Yeah, I was born to use the word no more frequently, to find closure with diplomacy. And that's crazy. Yeah. Okay. Top of the deck, no secret to my saucy, the Sun card. Yes. That's crazy good. So, yeah, I mean, on the other side of things, because this is transformative, this is like speaking like on the low level portion of it. Like, if anybody tries to get at me, basically, I'll know what that means, like first-hand account. Then there's also, you know, my riot crew in plain disguise. Yeah. I know this because the Sun card is here. All right, so what are my 3 takeaways? Takeaway number 1. 9 of Pentacles, independence, a good day of hard work, something like that. Yeah, oh, this is good because she did her chores and she's like it's cooking and being able to like have a meal outside, like enjoy the day. This is wonderful based on what I said about like, okay, after you put your keys in the door, then you're entitled to your hermit mode, but it's finding that like middle ground of being on the fucking porch and having your meal. Like this is basically a melding of those two. You see what I mean? You see what I mean? For sure. Okay, that's takeaway number 1. Takeaway number 2 is King of Pentacles in reverse. I want to clarify for that. I think that's being just very well invested in my environment. It's a nature lover, environmentalist, conservationist. So looking at the atmosphere and what has been accomplished thus far, and that finding like mediating between both realms, worlds that I live in this new life, it's looking to preserve that. So usually, like in a harsh world, King of Pentacles in reverse is someone who is highly manipulative with their wealth. But like this is the whole game changer thing. Based on the cards, the context, this is more about not just loving my life and living it, but also preserving its nature. And I'm not the only one that's engaged in that. That's just like kind of for the greatest good, setting the example. What is my third takeaway? 2 of Pentacles, so balance is achieved. Something rose with that, I don't know, but this is knowing all the ingredients and working with them well. Like knowing what the substitutes are. Let's say when we're talking about the King of Pentacles in reverse, like what's the substitute for, I don't know, baking soda or baking powder, you know, with certain differences like that. And yeah, definitely. So there's that. And so I have other energetics that are also assisting me in the hard work of that pentacle energy. Uh-oh, did water just get on that? Just slightly tapped onto it. Yeah. Okay, so what rose with that? King of Cups. So this is, yeah. Okay, so I kept seeing this water cup right here. I was like, oh, there's other help. There's other energetics that are divine masculine energies that are intuitively guiding me as well. Very talented individuals and disciplined. Good with teamwork, team play. So King of Cups is also a matter of what we talked about, Jesus Christ energy. We're looking at cups. We're also looking at healing, so Archangel Raphael, and or spirit and cash, just chilling with the kids, etc. So this is actually under the same roof, basically. You see, it's really all for the kids, the next generation. So while I'm cooking up a meal, this person is also like assisting with the artistic values of what the kids bring to the table. Recognizing that while they're young. So that's wonderful. I like it. It's good. Okay. Thank you for all donations provided in and of light and love that reciprocate equally. Certainly appreciate it. I appreciate you. So I call back all my energy, power, gifts, and strength from those that generate, call upon, cast, bring, or any variation thereof, ill will, intent, and or entities to pass through the white light of the Holy Spirit and Archangel Michael's blue flame for cleansings, for blessings, and refortification. In me, only me, hassle-free, no doubt. No attachments except for all bonus points included. Thanks so much. Alright. Upon closing the portals in this reading, I send all energies back to their appropriate locations outside of mine with their appropriate karmas due. Assisting with the sequence stuff. Roll out and light on love. I close the portals. I missed reading. Now.